businesses can use a variety of offline and online marketing channels such as billboards, radio, print, and television, as well as Facebook, Google AdWords, programmatic display, email, and video marketing to target our customers. Companies invest thousands and sometimes millions across these channels in the hopes that visitors who interact with their brand and visit their websites would convert on their first visit or shortly thereafter. However, this is a rare occurrence. People usually won't give you their contact information or phone number until they've racked up 2 to 7 website visits. It's critical to identify strategies to reach out to customers who have previously shown an interest in your business as they go through their own customer journey. That's where site retargeting comes in. Marketers utilize site retargeting, a display advertising method, to show ads to users who have previously visited their website. The marketer places a pixel on their website that creates a cookie in the browser of the user. Using retargeting, the marketer can target the website visitor with advertisements elsewhere on the internet. The click-through rate, or CTR, of a retargeted ad is 10 times higher than the CTR of a regular display ad. Retargeting can increase ad response by 400%. As a result, retargeting is crucial in the realm of digital advertising. Site retargeting traffic has a 75% lower cost per conversion than any other sponsored traffic to your website. If you have the necessary conversion rate optimization strategies in place for your website, the same Google Ads conversion that cost you $80 should cost you $20 to $30 instead. So how does site retargeting work? Picture yourself in an electronics store looking to purchase a new laptop. Your child is wailing hysterically because he or she is hungry and you know you need to go to a few more stores, but you need to soothe your child first, so you leave early to grab your kid some food. Imagine you're then waiting in the Five Guys drive-thru, scrolling through Facebook on your phone, when you spot an offer from the same electronics retailer stating that if you return within 3 days, you can receive up to $200 off on any purchase at the store. This is similar to site retargeting, only this stylized version takes place in the real world, similar to geofencing marketing, which we'll talk about later. If that person went to that electronics store's website, the same thing would happen. The general procedure for site retargeting is as follows. The customer goes to the website. The site can record mobile device ID and IP addresses of visitors based on the site retargeting pixel that is placed there. A cookie is dropped after the consumer views the website. In essence, a pixel places a cookie on their browser that follows them across the internet. We've talked about pixel-based site retargeting up to this point. When someone views your website and then leaves, they are retargeted on the millions of other websites and mobile apps they visit. Retargeting with a user or company-generated list is the other end of the spectrum. Perhaps you have a list of people in your CRM database who could become repeat customers, or perhaps they haven't yet purchased from you and you have a mechanism to separate your purchases from those who abandoned a shopping cart. Maybe you bought an email list of people who suit the demographic profile of the people you want to reach out to. List-based and pixel-based retargeting lists serve different objectives, so using both is usually a good idea. However, understanding both types and how to use them effectively is critical if you want to get the most out of your retargeting advertising. What are the benefits of site retargeting? Creates more receptive leads. This is the most obvious and significant advantage of using retargeting in your digital marketing approach. Depending on the type of business or industry in which they operate, many organizations focus on different metrics. But every company that wants to stay in business must focus on revenue. The efficacy of retargeting comes from only targeting people who have already visited your website, unlike other marketing tactics that cast a wide net to discover someone interested in the product. If they've already exhibited an interest in your brand by visiting your website, they're a warmer lead than the broader public. As you are surely aware, most visitors do not convert on their initial visit to your website and instead bounce back to their previous location. Some people may believe they are not at the place where they are ready to buy, but you should always investigate other possibilities. Some of them may have been distracted by a phone call, or they may be shopping in the mall. The key is that you should always make an effort to persuade them to reconsider. Another key explanation for your site's low conversion rate could be the product you offer or a lack of information about the goods. You can then retarget your visitors with further information about the item they were looking for. When consumers have such information, they are more likely to make a purchase from you. Bolsters brand recognition. According to the Standard Marketing Guideline, a consumer must make 7 impressions with a company before becoming a customer. Retargeting helps you speed up the process by focusing on those who have seen your website at least once. You will be at the forefront of your target audience's thoughts with constant reminders about your brand. It also encourages customers who have already made a transaction to return and make another buy. In conclusion, retargeting is the greatest technique to sell online because it is an integral aspect of any modern and successful business's sales strategy. heightens your insights. Another advantage of retargeting is that it can help you figure out where the majority of your retargeting conversations are caught after they leave your site. Rather than making assumptions about your target audience, online statistics will reveal who is truly interested in your business. With more data points and information about your actual clients, you can better adapt your advertising efforts and speak directly to their requirements. Greater data means more customization, which improves consumer experiences with your brand. The results of your current and previous retargeting campaigns will serve as a roadmap for future efforts to increase qualified visitors to your website. To maximize performance, you can build laser focus for all of your digital marketing initiatives over time. So, what are the best practices for site retargeting? Creating a retargeting campaign is an excellent approach to entice visitors to return to your website. Retargeting has shown to be the simplest and most successful boost to many firms' marketing strategies, whether your objective is to enhance audience engagement, build brand awareness, or focus on client acquisition/activation. When it comes to building up site retargeting campaigns, these are some of the most important best practices to remember. Optimize your landing page. Choose a landing page with good copy and effective conversion rate optimization. In most circumstances, merely using your homepage is insufficient. Also, think about POP software, existing intent, a form submission, a product giveaway, the location of your phone number and web forms on a landing page, and the overall style and feel. All of these factors will have an impact on your capacity to improve the efficacy of your site retargeting initiatives. Keep your copy creative. It's critical to utilize attractive ad language that suits the user's intent while highlighting the advantages of your products or services. With dynamic site retargeting, companies with inventory feeds and car dealerships with inventory can automatically show individuals who visited that specific landing page a picture or image with a relevant copy of the product that person viewed. When you have thousands of landing pages, this makes writing relevant creative text much easier. This method will boost brand identification, click-through rates, and conversions significantly. Segment and tailor your ads to your audience. At 7 Social Agency, we frequently segment our website visitors and the many landing pages they visit. People looking for Google Ads, for example, are not the same as those looking for geofencing marketing, which is not the same as OTT advertising. As a result, we have a variety of audiences to whom we can personalize our messaging and, as a result, improve the conversion rates of our site retargeting efforts. People who found their way to your add to cart page are distinct from those who never found their way there. As a result, segmenting those two groups will allow you to send them tailored communications as they progress through the customer journey. Because you don't want to offer the same advertising to individuals who converted, creating an audience segment of those who have converted is a best practice. After that, you may include them in your campaign exclusions, ensuring that your ad budget is spent exclusively on people who haven't converted. Even if you want to send distinct messages to those who did convert, you can do so as long as they have the potential to buy again. Don't bombard your customers with ads. Inundating your audience with advertisements is one of the worst things you can do. Many of your present and potential clients will be annoyed if you do so. On the other hand, you don't want to offer too little advertising because this leaves a lot of money on the table. The goal is to strike a balance between being intrusive and undeserving to your audience. Setting a monthly frequency cap of 15 to 20 impressions per user has proven to be the most effective strategy to keep your business at the forefront of the customer's mind without leading to oversaturation and irritation. So, what types of goals should you set for site retargeting? The goals you should have for your organization will be determined by the size of your company or organization, the amount of overall web traffic you receive, and your marketing budget. A site retargeting campaign can have 3 different types of objectives you can set for your business. Building brand awareness. Working to keep your brand in front of folks who visit your website or those who may not be actively looking for your services is an important one to keep in mind. This can happen in a variety of industries. However, the benefit of site retargeting is that you are at least maintaining your brand in front of individuals who have shown interest in your product or service offering. So if you place your brand in front of them, they should think of you at the very least when they are serious. Furthermore, if you're using other brand building techniques such as billboard advertising, radio, television, print, online display, and direct mail, site retargeting will aid in the brand building effort for those who came to your website as a result of those other advertising and marketing channels. Engaging your customers. Marketing's main purpose is to engage current and potential customers and get them coming back to your door. Perhaps you create a lot of material or run a blog or news outlet, and you want to make sure your viewers keep coming back to consume your information. Even blogs and news organizations, in most cases, have a goal in mind for any of their advertising channels, but engagement can be one of them. Generating leads. One of the most significant goals you can set for yourself when promoting your brand or service is to generate leads. This is an example of direct response marketing. Many of our clients at 7 Social seek to harness and quantify performance through direct leads and purchases produced by site retargeting strategies. If you want to capture leads from your website through phone calls, form submissions, button clicks, and even sales, site retargeting can help. Remember that 96% of customers who leave your website are still interested in purchasing. Keeping material in front of them will invariably ensure that you're getting the most out of your existing marketing efforts, and more crucially, converting those who left your website but didn't convert.
Most social network business strategies rely on the capacity to retarget or sell adverts on different websites to visitors of specific web pages. LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and other social media platforms all allow retargeting advertisements and provide thorough instructions on how to do so. Site retargeting is a huge field, yet it's still achievable and, more importantly, effective. If you use site retargeting for your brand, you will see an increase in results. Reach out to 7 Social today to schedule a free marketing audit and take your business to new heights.